Oh, do we have some money there? Here's where I, honestly, and I appreciate your people standing on that for us. It is down had no false for honest about me. Really just still beating on her chest. I love you for that.
I had a question about two that was
Back in January. It was
Two what?
Two boxes and trees apart.
one was
Trying to get her to see. She's still upset. She didn't. Perhaps just figure out where to usually making sound. She's like, she probably should have. So,
No, that's like saying. I'll check and finish.
Who got this?
Nobody.
Are you with me today? Will? Are
Yeah.
you with me today? No? Hi.
Hey, Judge. So Everly Hassan said next time we're going to set it for plea or trial. Well, we're here to set for plea.
No. She's supposed to be here today.
Was she? Well, so we got a,
I can't.
go ahead,
I mean, she's supposed to be here.
shake on me. So here's where we're at. And we'll divulge. I don't
Don't.
consider this a client conference.
It just, the bottom line
She's broke.
is, she's supposed to be here. We've given her the courtesy
I
over,
realize.
over,
Yeah.
over.
But so here's the thing, just, I'm saying this for the courts, just a suggestion. So she did just show us a certificate. She was able to scrape together some funds to complete a 4-hour DWI education program. That's good, step in the right direction.
She's been kicked out,
But
right?
she is, well, so we've got an offer of time served, okay, on a DWI first. And she's already done a lot of programs and things like this. And I know how the court feels about public safety and DWI. So we're offering the fact that she had DWI education type programs while she was in PTI. But the fact that her financial resources are now drained, she's kind of stuck in California with no means, no money, no nothing. It just makes sense to get this off the court's docket by having her, now we can get her a little additional time to get a bus ticket or something. Come here, get this off your docket,
That's,
take care of it.
today was for.
I
We
understand.
gave her, how many, 3
Understand.
weeks?
Yes, Judge.
I cannot, obviously I have no control over her finances or her financial resources or her job prospects. But I'm hoping now that we do have, we literally are staring at the finish line. And all we need to do,
What do you mean?
literally scrape together a bus ticket, get her here. It'll take this case off your docket. We're done. We can set it for a plea and she'll be done. Otherwise it.
Monday. She has until Monday. If she's
Monday.
not here Monday, then I'm revoking the bond. That's it.
Okay, I'll see what I can make
And I
out.
can't, 430 days old. We've literally 3 times
I appreciate your
reset
time.
it to get her here.
Giving her that opportunity.
I mean, how much is a bus ticket from,
Honestly, more expensive than you'd think. And I can't even imagine, can you imagine riding a Greyhound from California to Houston? I can't even imagine that. Well, a lot of stops. If they drive straight through, that'd be one thing. You stop in every tiny little town along the way, so.
I think that we're more than accommodating. to
You
try-
have been. You have been.
I'm not going past Monday. At some
Okay.
point, I think that she's just toying with us where she can't like borrow or
So
somehow
if I
find
thought
it.
that, I wouldn't be here advocating the way that I am.
How do I know that?
Well, none of us know.
Right. So that's why she could be, I'll give her till Monday. If she's not here Monday, I'm revoking the bond.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, for sure.
Judge,
Hey.
just a reminder, we have that agreement.
Oh, okay. No, Sebastian, come on.
Okay, Monday, guys.
And just we're approaching on Mr. Glover. We're trying to work out a plea. I think the only, sorry?
Me?
Yeah, Judge. So basically, he has a parole hold, and I'm not sure.
Is he in
I think-
custody?
And the credit didn't approve. He's been in custody since January 2nd, but the credit hasn't been accruing under the cause.
Oh, he's under, I mean, obviously, if he's in jail, I'm gonna give you the credit.
Okay,
I
that
mean,
was-
I just need to know that he's been in continuous custody and not out.
Okay, perfect. That was what we.
Because he's showing on bond for both of our cases, but, right. Let me see when the parole hold is placed. 1, 2. Of course, I'm gonna give it to you, man. Come on.
We'll write up the paperwork.
All right, thank you. I'll be back.
Was there ever any doubt, Will?
The paperwork was, their due diligence.
You ready? Yeah.
And then.
All right, Judge.
The no, I need to. ask
Page
Judge
12,
Fleischer.
Officer, come on up.
I read one.
But he had two free radishes.
So they should have one anymore.
I will say that.
That should be easy fix.
Almost Thursday.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna just go because I'm, yeah, that's the
From
same
what
thing.
I'm looking at.
Maybe chair.
So I can fix that and then I had to do, I actually called the kids on Friday. So once it does work, I will put it to scan copy of the applications for letters being due. And it'll make.
Would you like to sit down, ma'am?
Yes, thank you.
I don't know, but
Harper. Come on. Man, you were charged with assault causing bodily injury. You were facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On January 28th, 2024, an officer was dispatched to an Avis rental car in Houston, Harris County, Texas for an assault call. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated she is an employee at the business. The complainant stated that a week before, the defendant was at the business returning a car, and the defendant stated there was a mistake on the receipt that needed to be corrected. The complainant stated that she could not make corrections, but her manager could when he came back next Wednesday. The defendant returned a day before the next Wednesday, and the defendant became upset because she believed the complaint caused a disturbance. The complainant turned her back to the defendant behind the service desk and saw the defendant grab a clear plastic medium-sized display holder from the service counter and throw it at the complainant, hitting her upper thigh area. The corner where the display frame made contact with the complainant's thigh shattered into small pieces, causing pain. The complainant stated she was calling the cops. The complainant was able to capture a picture of the vehicle, and the defendant was seen getting in. The complainant was able to capture a picture of the vehicle the defendant was seen getting into and driving off in. The complainant was able to give a license plate number. The vehicle was registered to the defendant, and the complainant positively identified the defendant by a previous booking photo.
Got it. All right, Ms. Harper, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to this, was it Enterprise or Avis?
Avis rental car.
Not to go back to this Avis, not to have any contact with the complaining witness, and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? A warrant for your arrest will be issued. You will be put into custody. No more PR bonds. Do you mind following those conditions? Ma'am, would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Okay. Deputy Manager, do you mind giving an application? I'm going to give you an application. I need you to fill it out for me. I need you to sign a receipt with Victoria. Then we'll have you just take a seat in the jury box while we get everything ready, and then I'll have you talk to the lawyer here momentarily. Okay? Please, and take your time.
This is Brenda Gomez.
No, wow, the famous Brenda. God,
Oh, I
finally a face to a name.
I know.
Wow,
It's
how
so
are
nice to
you?
work here, right?
Likewise, you're,
I
she's so great, isn't
love
she?
her.
I know, I just, really, it's just, you're just so amazing. So are you just hanging out with us today or?
I know, he's on like for DWIPTIs. I know some forms of calls, you know, they get converted.
I think the main problem is that there's just no, there's no line of demarcation as far as when is there mitigation, when is there no, like, you know, Blaze is telling us now, does everything need a mitigation package? I don't know.
So, I mean, from what I've noticed recently, especially since the transition has happened, is that, a lot of court sheets are not Google like they used to. And so I'm assuming that we're just relying on mitigation packages. I don't know if it's supposed to be for every single case, but from what I'm looking at, it looks like that seems to be the thing. Yeah.
Is it a lot more work?
To be honest, no, not for me.
No, I mean for the person who's doing it, for defendants.
Yeah, for sure,
It is a lot more work.
for sure. Because, you know, they have to get time out.
I guess, is it Bernadette, I mean?
It's for Miss Guys, actually.
Miss Judge Guys, okay. Maybe we can, I'll send her an email to see what we can do, maybe setting like a,
Yeah,
you know.
because I mean, even we get confused too, as far as like what we're supposed to be looking for, and we get asked questions.
Okay, I'll send her an email and then I'll include you and then we'll, yeah. You too, likewise. Thanks for coming. You ready? Hi,
Good morning.
good morning.
So I have Guadalupe Guerrero on docket today. I wanted to talk to you about his bond. He picked up a VPO. So I just wanted to see if you were going to revoke his bond. He has no bond in felony and I have no arguments.
Is he in custody?
Yes, sir.
BDR as well, Judge.
Oh, he picked up a felony DPO.
And one for us. I don't have any arguments, Judge.
No, Mr. Guerrero, please. Yeah. Lupe. I don't even know what happened, so let's figure it out. I mean, you
Correct.
know?
Correct. The state has made an offer. He wants to think about it. If we can get a reset until after his felony court date, which is next month, I believe, April 23rd. And then on our next setting, he'll let us know.
Did you offer?
I'm
Or
Sebastian.
is this,
Yeah, Sebastian offered a tentative offer of maybe 90 days. He didn't put it in yet, though.
okay. It'd be interesting to see, is there an offer upstairs too? Do you know?
Let me check.
I mean, it's a new case. It's like,
It's brand
I
new.
can't imagine there is. It was filed,
Mhm.
5 days ago, so.
Yeah,
No offer on the cases of
yeah.
I mean, theoretically, we could have a hearing to hold him at no bond. You know,
He has no bond upstairs. Regardless, he's going to be here.
let's see, when they set. Okay. You need translating?
No, he speaks good.
Good morning, Mr. Guerrero. With us, you have picked up a terroristic threat in January of this year. A month later, you pick up a violation of protective order. It's now come to my attention that you've picked up yet. I have no idea what happened in that new case. We're going to find out. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. The felony.
The felony? Okay, yes, Judge. On February 28th, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a suspicious persons call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. On scene, the officer observed the defendant across the street from the complainant's house. The complainant advised that she made multiple reports on the defendant, and on January 28th, 2025, the defendant was ordered not to go within 200 feet of the complainant's residence as a part of a MOA. The defendant was at her residence on February 27th, 2025, and stayed about 20 minutes and knocked on a window. On February 28th, 2025, the defendant returned and the complainant observed the defendant sitting on her porch.
Just gets filed in March.
Yes.
Do we know if any threats or anything like that happened?
No threats are alleged. We've made 2 attempts to reach out to the complainant since the incident and she hasn't answered yet.
Okay. We have court orders for a reason, you know? We don't like to just put people in jail willy-nilly for shies and giggles. And I get it's a court order. You know, if you ever have any issues, come back, talk to us. Perhaps we can work something out, but you just can't do stuff on your own. It's not the worst, right? So what I'll do is I'm just gonna raise the terrorist threat by $1. Okay? I'm not gonna give you a bond reduction yet on the new case. So on the VPO, the violation case that you have with us, the bond is set at 25,000. On the terroristic threat, your bond is set at 2,500. You have a PR bond on that case. I'm gonna yank the PR bond because we can't just continue to do this. I'm only gonna raise it up by $1, but I don't know if you're gonna get out, but how do we get your attention, Mr. Guerrero? You know, what do we do? No means no. I am now going to place a leg monitor on you. If you get released, I'm putting a monitor on you and I'm giving you a 1,000 feet radius that you're not to go where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you're going to get out because you're being held at no bond on the felony case, but if you do, just don't go back. That's all we're asking you to do. Okay, so
We're gonna get a reset into after the felony so he can think about it, the offer and see what's happening there and then.
okay, so the felony's set for
April
April 23rd. Do you want to do the day after?
Yeah.
Okay,
The day after.
I'm sorry, but you know, we just come back. We can find you a place to stay, Mr. Guerrero. Doesn't have to be like this. You know, really. All right. Good luck, friend. So I need him to sign conditions, so
Okay.
before he takes off.
Okay.
So
I'll need them later.
happens, no going within 1,000 feet of lives, works, and then prior to release.
Yes,
And then, so 2501
Yeah.
Please.
On
on the terroristic threat, Guerrero. Jesse, hey, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Hernandez Quinteros is on your docket today. Spoke with the DA earlier and they just completed the RIP and was just released and I don't have it yet.
Okay, we'll give you a couple weeks. It's old, so at the next setting, if you want PTI, please have everything ready. It looks like mitigation on everything now.
If first be okay.
Sure,
Thank you.
but just be ready. Pack it. Okay, if you want it. Okay, take care.
Judge, and we're revoking and raising on both of the Guerrero pieces or just the terroristic?
Terroristic threat by $1.
I'm approaching on Kevin Caesar,
Okay,
and he has accepted the Clean and Green program, and we.
is this what we talked about then?
Yes, and so we paid the fee, submitted the contract, and signed up for the earliest date, February 7th.
Did they get a hold of him for the thing?
So I emailed the prosecutor. He said someone called him, but he didn't know who.
Yeah.
And he said, are you willing to do it early? He said, yes. So then I was like, did they call you back? Because they said they were calling back. No. So I emailed the prosecutor assignment of the case and said, this is what happened. We're willing to do it early. Can we do it? And she said, I can't help you. Go log in. And I logged in and the earliest date was May 28th and we already have April 30th.
Okay, so just
I'm
keep
just-
it, just,
I'm
we'll
trying to
set,
get it done, but
don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. We'll set you, I guess, a couple
May
days
1st or
after.
2nd or
that.
something. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I was going to approach on a plea for Kevin Halbert.
I'm ready to do this.
Mr. Halbert?
She told me it's open to you. I have no idea.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
on Halbert?
Yes. I apologize.
Okay.
I've
You're talking about
got like
something else?
5 vacancies on.
You're doing good. Don't worry about
Yes.
it. So he's going in now?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Halbert. Mr. Halbert, you're charged with assault and bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
So sure you said we should trial.
Okay.
Okay, fire the paper. Oh.
All right. So, Mr. Halbert, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're off the 35 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accuser. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? You still want to do this? How do you plead to the assault, guilty or not guilty? I'll find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement, and we'll take you into custody now to serve your sentence. Well, good luck to you, sir. Thanks. So, Deputy Miranda, you need to take him into custody now. He's going in. Do you need him still?
No, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, he's.
You're gonna have to do more than you still working in 3 years.
And Judge, I was able to reach out to Garrett's mother,
From yesterday?
From yesterday, yes. Your punch was correct. Basically, her rules that she said is that she doesn't want him threatening or harassing her. I implored her that if he does anything threatening or harassing, that she needs to call the police. So,
All right.
sounds like we're good there.
Hopefully, it'll work out.
Right. I don't see any.
Abel, that was your case, right?
Oh, yes.
Sir?
So they got a hold of mom yesterday, remember?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
She was in the hospital.
Yes, I talked to her yesterday.
Just so you know.
She was okay with him returning to the
Freya.
house. Obviously, doesn't.
Harmful injuries, conflict.
Yeah, no assaulting, no threatening or.
She's here.
So, should be good. We can talk a little bit more about it later, but she just wants like anger man.
Freya.
Hi, Judge.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
Judge, the manager section was asking for an extension, so I'm waiting.
Did you hear that?
I couldn't hear. I just heard request.
So she said that she needs an extension and she's now entering in a pre-signed waiver. So it sounds like to me they need more than 3 days. Right, Amy?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, so he does have a pre-signed waiver?
Let me look. Let me make sure. But it's still got to be within the 30 days. So
Council for reset.
Wow. Hey, Shreya,
Yes, Judge.
let me read this to you.
Okay.
So these are some of the conditions that you agree to for supervised probation in Arizona. I will report any contact I have with law enforcement to the APD within 72 hours. I will submit to a search and seizure of person and property by the APD without a search warrant.
Arizona's not messing around, Judge.
I'll tell you what. I don't see where is it, the pre-signed waiver?
Oh, it was on that first page. There's a fourth page. Do you have that one on?
This one?
Yes.
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
I see it. Okay, I missed it. So it says here, I acknowledge receipt of the conditions of my probation and any attachments added. I understand that by not abiding by the conditions of my probation can be revoked and the court may sentence me in accordance with the law. In addition, I waive extradition for any probation revocation proceedings in this matter.
Okay. So when do you want to reset it, Amy?
So the 30 days would be reset to 4.
Here we go. Have you spoken to him yet? Is he here?
No, he's not here. I spoke to him 3 days ago. I've got contact information for him though. Well, like a family member.
Do you want to put him on the docket for tomorrow so you can explain it to him? So he knows?
Yes, especially since it's a lengthier reset. I'll let his family
You
know,
can
but
put
if
him
we
on for
could,
tomorrow so that she can at least contact with him and let him know what's going on. Okay.
that'd be great. Thank you so much, Judge.
And then that way, and then after tomorrow, you can set him for that, whatever the date is that year. Okay. Shrey, anything else?
Nope, that's it. See you tomorrow, Judge.
Okay, see you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Amy. Ms. Tucci.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi.
I'm here on Miss Malvo, Deja Malvo, the mother with the son. Her appearance was waived today and we got a short